Have you ever felt completely stuck? Like you are putting in 100% effort, doing everything right, but you are getting nowhere? You're reading all the books, you're setting goals, but nothing ever changes. It's the worst feeling in the world. And you start thinking, what is wrong with me? But what if I told you that feeling of being stuck is actually your brain doing its job perfectly? This is going to sound crazy, but your brain is secretly sabotaging you. Today, we are exposing the 3 biggest tricks your brain uses to keep you stuck, and I'm going to show you how to beat them. This is insane. Okay, so first, we have to understand why your brain does this. Your brain has one main job, and it is more important than anything else, keeping you alive. That's it. And to your brain, anything that's familiar is safe, and anything new is a threat. And growth means stepping into the unknown, which your brain sees as danger. Think of it like this. Your brain is an overprotective parent on steroids. It loves you, and it never wants you to get hurt. Remember when you were a kid and touched a hot stove? Your brain created a super strong link. Hot stove equals pain. Now you don't even have to think about it. But your brain does the exact same thing with emotional pain. Getting rejected? That's a hot stove. Failing at a new business? Huge hot stove. Your brain flags these as danger. To keep you safe, it will do anything to stop you from going near that stove again. But here's the crazy part. That stove is where all the growth is. The chance of success is on the other side of the risk of failure. The chance for love is on the other side of being vulnerable. So you've got this insane battle going on in your head. You want to grow, but your brain is screaming, "No, it's a trap! You're not lazy. You're in a psychological war with yourself. And today, we're gonna win." So let's expose these tricks. The lie of tomorrow. Okay, the first trick your brain uses is the absolute classic, the lie of tomorrow. It sounds just like this. I'm too tired today, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start my diet on Monday. We've all been there. We call it procrastination, but it's actually something wild called cognitive dissonance. Basically, your brain hates when your actions don't match what you believe. You believe you should go to the gym, but you really, really don't want to go right now. That creates tension. To kill the tension, your brain needs an escape hatch. The tomorrow lie is the perfect one. It lets you off the hook for today without making you feel like a total failure. The tension disappears, you feel relieved, and you stay stuck. Tomorrow never comes. So how do you beat this? You have to make it so easy to start that your brain can't say no. I'm talking about the 2-minute rule. This is a literal cheat code. Want to write a book? Just open the doc and write for 2 minutes. Want to get shredded? Just put on your gym clothes and do jumping jacks for 2 minutes. Anyone can do something for 2 minutes. Once you start, it's 1,000,000 times easier to keep going. The lie of the flawless self. The second trick is way sneakier, and it might be the most destructive one of all. It's the lie where you think you are perfect, and the problem is everyone else. It sounds like, I would be so successful if my boss wasn't such an idiot. Or, I'm a great partner, they're just too sensitive. This is your ego trying to protect you. Admitting you're wrong feels terrible, so your brain just blames someone else. It spins a story where you're the hero and everyone else is the villain. It's 1,000 times easier to blame the economy, your boss, or your family than to think, maybe I'm the problem. Your ego hates that, but you can't fix a problem you refuse to see. The only way to escape this trap is with radical honesty. This is gonna be tough. I want you to go to a friend you trust and ask them, "Be honest, what's one thing I'm doing that's holding me back?" This takes serious guts. Another way is to ask yourself every single night, "Where could I have been wrong today?" This isn't about destroying yourself. It's about taking your power back. The moment you take responsibility is the moment you can actually change things. And look, if this is blowing your mind right now, you have to subscribe. We do challenges like this all the time, breaking down insane psychological barriers. Smash that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Trick number 3, the lie of rationalized comfort. The final trick is the most comfortable lie. I call it rationalized comfort. This is when you're in a dead-end job, but you tell yourself, "At least it's stable." Or you're in a bad relationship and say, "Well, being alone would be even worse." Your brain is building a comfortable prison for you out of logical excuses. Because the truth is, changing your career is terrifying. Leaving a relationship is painful. And your brain will do anything to avoid that pain. You start pretending your bad habits are just for stress relief. You focus on the tiny good parts of a bad situation and ignore all the massive red flags. This lie is so dangerous because it sounds smart, but it's just keeping you in a cage. Your brain would rather you be miserable but safe than risk being happy. Read that again. It's crazy. To beat this, we're going to do something insane called fear setting. This is a game changer. I want you to literally write down the absolute worst thing that could happen if you made the change. What if you quit your job and it's a disaster? What if you leave and feel lonely? Then next to each one, write down exactly what you would do to fix it. You will be shocked to see that the worst-case scenario is never as bad as you think. It turns this giant monster into a bunch of tiny problems you can actually solve. So let's recap this craziness. Your brain lies to you. It tells you, "Do it tomorrow," to avoid effort. It tells you, "It's not your fault," to protect your ego. And it tells you, "Just stay comfortable to avoid risk." Being stuck is not a life sentence. It is a giant red flag that your desire to grow and your brain's desire for safety are at war. The secret isn't to fight your brain, you'll lose. The secret is to outsmart it. The next time you feel that resistance, just stop and ask, "What is my brain trying to protect me from right now?" Is it the pain of trying, the pain of failing, the pain of the unknown? When you understand the trick, you take away its power. You can thank your brain for trying to protect you, and then lead it toward growth anyway. You were not born to stay the same. You were born to get bigger and better. The second you decide to stop letting your brain's fear control you is the second you win. I want to know the craziest failure that actually helped you grow. Let me know in the comments. I'm reading every single one.